Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome to the Ramble. Look who's here.
Me.
Who are you?
Curly.
What are we doing today?
We're going to talk about Fort William.
Yes. So as many of you know that follow the Fort William Save on my channel or my Twitter, I've been talking about it a lot. We actually got to visit Fort William last weekend and had a fantastic time, didn't we?
We did have a fantastic... Was it last weekend or the weekend before?
I think it was last weekend. No, it was last week.
It was last weekend?
We're not good at memory, so this could be a short video.
Yeah, last weekend.
It was last weekend. Yeah, she doubted me. I was confident.
I tried to do a vlog, but it was quite hard. And because the BBC were doing a lot of filming, I couldn't speak or anything. So
yeah, you have to be quiet.
So there is kind of no vlog, but there will be some
kind
of
so we're going to just talk about the weekend, and we'll put some footage over the top. We've got some nice photos as well, and then we've got a little special treat at the end.
Have we?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, right. So, how did the weekend go? Tell us. Because I can't remember stuff.
Oh, I can't remember stuff either.
So, we went to the airport.
We went to the airport. The weather was awful. I was doing all the driving because Loki doesn't drive. Got to George Best Airport. Mm-hmm. Went through...
The
Belfast.
best security ever because
best
it was
airport ever.
It's a small airport
Belfast
and
City.
there was like the security. There was about 5 people there. There was no queuing. You just
really
wandered
chilled
through.
out. Yeah, we actually even filmed there,
Yeah.
which you're probably not supposed to. But it was that.
Yeah,
that
they
quiet.
still checked you, didn't they?
They still checked me. They always check my waistband and they always check my feet.
Is it because you look like a terrorist?
I think that when you do the body, it's one of those body scanners. My fat looks weird.
Your fat looks like
weird.
you're smuggling.
I'm smuggling fat or smuggling something.
I never get stopped to the airport, do I?
I've always, as a child, but mind you, I wasn't fat as a child. I was really thin as a child. I've always got stopped, even on school trips.
And I look dodgy as hell, and I never get stopped.
No,
Maybe because I look too dodgy. It's too obvious.
There'd be about 20, 30 kids going through, and I'd be the one that gets stopped. So.
But yeah, it was nice travel, and then we got to, we flew into Glasgow Airport, and...
Well, kind of nice travel. You did lose your phone.
I did lose my phone at one point, but a kindly gentleman got that for me as we were boarding the plane.
Yes.
And then we drove up from Glasgow to Fort William, which was about 3 hours.
Yeah, 3 hours-ish, 3.5 hours.
Yeah, through the Highlands of Scotland.
Yeah. We hired a car, a lovely car. Took us about half an hour to work out how to get it going. Because Loki wouldn't let me go and ask the man. He kept Googling it on his phone.
You asked me to Google it.
Pardon? No, I said I'll go and ask. And you went, no.
Because you'd already asked me to Google it. I always thought I'd had something, how to start the car. Because it was, and we made sure we got a make and a model that you were happy with as well, didn't we?
Yeah,
it was just newer.
I'm a really nervous driver. Well, I'm not a really nervous driver.
She's a very good driver. She just doesn't have the most...
I've had 2 bad incidences on a hill and on ice. So the fact that I was driving up to Fort William was actually terrifying for me because the weather wasn't great. And there were times where I was just like this on the wheel, really scared. But the weather was really bad. It was really bad.
It wasn't too bad on the way there.
It was bucketing down. Remember at the beginning at Loch Lomond? Is it Loch Lomond? Yeah. Beautiful place, though.
It was absolutely stunning driving through the Highlands and stuff. And then we arrived at the... place we were staying at, which was a lovely little chalet. It was owned... I'm not going to mention any names of the Fort William people because, well, I don't remember any. Because I'm terrible with names. And do you remember any? Big Dave and Jimmy. And one of the directors of Fort William has like a sort of, it's like not a caravan park, it's a holiday place.
Holiday village almost.
And they've got these cabins by this Loki thing, sea bit.
The sea, it was lovely, it was gorgeous.
And we stayed there, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely, it was cold when we got in there, it was baking hot, the heating was on, and it was a lovely little place. And relaxed for the evening, didn't we? Really, we didn't.
And because it was dark when we got there, we hadn't seen whereabouts we were. And then in the morning, when I looked out the window, it was just right on the coast, on the sea, in the mountains, covered in snow. It was gorgeous, really, really gorgeous.
Yeah, and then so Saturday morning we had free, so we went into Fort William Town Centre and just had a wander up and down the high street. It's weird weather, isn't it? It's like
it changes
the sunniest,
so quickly.
Yeah. Sunniest thing, and then a minute later it's hail and stuff.
The first morning when I got up really early and I looked out and it was a gorgeous sunny day, looking how beautiful it was. Thought I'd make Loki a cup of tea. So I put the kettle on, made the tea, still sunny, walked into the bedroom, and I can hear this like bat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat. What the hell's that? And all of a sudden it's just rain, hail, grey sky in an instant.
We already knew going to Fort William that there was probably about a 50-50 chance of actually seeing a game of football, because obviously they have pretty bad weather up there, and the football pitch is at the bottom of a mountain, which is not ideal for drainage purposes. And also the BBC, who were there, had been a number of times, and they'd not seen a game a number of times because they kept getting called off. So we headed up to the ground about 2 p.m. The game had already been called off, which we kind of knew it was going to after the morning's weather. But they had the kids' teams playing, which was quite nice.
Yeah, they had the kids' teams playing, and also there was an event that evening that we were going to. But they were opening up the grounds at 2 o'clock early. Well, one of the reasons for people to meet Loki Doki, which they hadn't actually told us, and there were some mothers with their kids waiting there. It was really quite sad. But Loki was filming with the BBC and didn't know, and they ended up leaving without seeing him, and only found out later. So that was a bit upsetting.
So we had a sort of little walk round, and then we went into the sort of clubhouse. I met the sort of people running the club. A bunch of the players turned up because there was a big sort of party that night as well, wasn't there? Special do. And did some filming with the BBC, which was weird but amazing.
It was weird. That's one of the reasons why I didn't get much vlog. Well, there's a lot of footage, but with no sound, because I couldn't talk while the BBC were filming, and they were in your way because the cameramen are in front.
Just getting directed by a BBC director. So
I found it hilarious.
We had to do. We were inside doing a bit, and then he was like, "Okay, I need you doing an entrance coming in for me." And it just started snowing, so
I hated being in it. And we had to walk up towards the door
and go, here we are at Fort William.
And I'm going, it's just like Northern Ireland.
But then I got to sort of, like I say, meet the players, chat to the players. I got to chat to the manager for a good while, and some of the people that run the club, which is, it's very much, as we already knew, a community club. These guys are running the club, not for any sort of profit. It's full community. There's lots of board members who just basically do it out of the love for the club. Which
lovely people.
Yeah, everybody was incredibly friendly. I got to present them with the big check. Big comedy check.
Yeah, it was a cool check though. It had your logo.
Yeah, it had my logo on it and stuff. And then I did a bit where I had to walk out. I walked onto the pitch. And then you realise why so many games are called off. Because not only have you got Ben Nevis at the back of the pitch, which is not great for drainage, as I said. Once you stand on the centre circle and look around, there's kind of mountains all the way around. It's like being in the...
hole.
Yeah, this pitch is basically the plug hole of the mountains of the Highlands. So you can understand why it gets a bit waterlogged at times. Mm-hmm. But it was absolutely stunning. The whole area was absolutely stunning. And then I did some filming for a local paper and stuff, took some photos. We got lots of stuff of that. And then we were kind of looking at the weather reports, because obviously we had to drive back the next day. Yeah. We were going to go to the evening do on the Saturday.
Yeah, which we really did want to go to, didn't we?
And then drive back on Sunday morning. Our flight was 3-ish, wasn't it, in the afternoon? So looking at the weather, it was going to get really bad, really bad.
Yeah, well...
proper snow, minus...
I think 6 people died that weekend who were up in the mountains, which is very sad. But that's how bad the weather was. So I said I think we're better driving back after all that went on Saturday.
Yeah.
And I was speaking to the barman, and he was saying the Glencoe Pass, if you want to Google...
The barman, a.k.a. one of the people that run the club.
The
treasurer of the club. Yeah. That's how it works. Barman stroke treasurer.
And he was saying the Glencoe Pass, even generally in winter, even if it's not predicted bad weather like it was, that it's like an ice rink after 6 o'clock because nobody uses it. So I really don't want to risk. Yeah,
so we decided there and then, we'll finish our filming and stuff, and we've got to meet all the club and done the main bits that we wanted to do, so we thought we'd just go straight after that, which was a very good decision.
Yeah, but it was a race though to get through it before. Yeah. It got too late as well.
So we headed back into Glasgow, and basically we didn't have that much time. We were both pretty knackered, so we just got the Holiday Inn that was literally 10 steps from the departures lounge,
but we were in shock at reception because they had a sign up saying it was £320 a night.
And a Holiday Inn, and I'm like, we're not staying here. I'm not paying for that.
Yeah. And then I was sort of looking at everyone checking in, and it was like, this is not disrespecting
No,
people.
it is slightly disrespectful.
Is it?
You're basically saying they looked too poor to pay 300.
No, they looked like people that were going on holiday and like families that they wouldn't be paying £320 each a night to stay there. So Loki's Googling other places because no way we could afford that. And I thought, I'll just ask the girl. And I said, is it £320 a night? And she was like, oh, no.
It's weird because they had a big sign. It didn't make any clue to...
thing. It seems to be, I think it's the...
max price that they can charge.
Yeah, I think something like
Great.
that.
Like, so anyway, it was a fine hotel, wasn't it?
Yeah, nice breakfast.
Nice breakfast, full English and stuff, and then travelled home.
Yeah.
It was nice and relaxed.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have to rush anywhere. We were right next to the airport, so we didn't have to rush in. So that was it was the right way to do it, and the weather was terrible overnight as well, so we were very lucky on that front. But we really enjoyed it, didn't we? It was brilliant. I just want to say a massive thank you to you guys that made this all possible. I wouldn't have been invited there in the first place if it wasn't for you guys that support the channel and everything, and then obviously raising that massive amount of money for the club. Like, there is obviously a BBC documentary coming out. It's
June,
set to come out in June, but you never know with the BBC. That could be changed dramatically. But as soon as I get any information on that, I'll let you guys know. Obviously, it's not about me. I'm probably a spec. I might not even appear. I might get edited out. Yeah. That's fine. It's about Fort William and the club, so it's going to be really interesting either way.
The BBC man was lovely.
Yeah,
they're so nice.
Yeah,
so
the director
nice.
and the couple of guys that were filming were just brilliant, and they were really helpful.
He was telling us about some of it, and it was even like going into the lives, quite some unusual stories about people around the club and there. And it was just nice seeing the people there, seeing the kids, and knowing that this money is actually going to make a difference.
Yeah, like they were talking to me, and they were saying basically that £5,000 is 10% of their entire yearly costs. One of their biggest costs is travel expenses. Obviously, they're in the kind of middle of nowhere, and their travel is extraordinary. They don't. I don't think they own a coach. They have to rent a coach every time, and it's like 500 quid there and back every single time. So that's one of their biggest expenses, along with looking after the pitch and trying to keep it dry-ish. So it's going to go a massive, long way to helping Fort William.
Yeah, and they were clear on saying that. They were really appreciative, weren't they?
Yeah,
they were lovely.
It was just a really nice trip. We're so glad we went for it.
Yeah, because at one point you didn't want to go, didn't you?
That's just my innate laziness. That it was like Thursday. I was like...
No, it was the morning. It was Friday morning.
I was in the shower of the morning, and I'm thinking, I have to go.
Because the weather was really bad.
We had to drag ourselves
first. And I said, let me finish getting ready, and then I'll make a decision. And I just went to the bathroom, and I thought, no, we're going, because we'll far more regret not going than going.
Yeah. So just want to say a massive thank you to everyone at Fort William as well for making us feel so welcome. It was incredible.
Yeah.
Definitely want to go back at some stage. Maybe even see a football match. Crazy
great.
stuff like that. And also thank you to the BBC who helped us get that organised and everything. And they were just brilliant. They were really helpful. They knew us. We were sort of newbies. I was a newbie at all this, but they helped guide me through it and found it really enjoyable. It's that sort of first experience of doing that sort of stuff. So... yeah, thank you guys for making it all possible.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe we should manage a club somewhere hotter.
Yeah, like Barbados.
There's a tiny little club in Spain that we could have managed. That maybe we could manage. Yeah. Right, that's it. Anything
weight loss?
Weight loss update, because we didn't do a vlog last week. So, last week's weight loss, I put on £2.
No, you stayed the same.
No.
Oh, yeah, last week, yeah.
Do spoiler. You sport this week. That's amazing.
Sorry.
Last week's weight loss, I put on 2. You put on...
I stayed the same.
Did you stay the same? But we kind of...
or I lost £1.
I don't think you didn't lose. Because we'd said... We'd both lost over a stone, so we kind of went, let's have a week where we can just enjoy it. We had a couple of takeaways that week and stuff like that. So I was kind of accepting that I maybe put on £1 or 2, so I was okay with it. And then this week, despite going to Scotland, dodging all the deep-fried Mars bars and such... I didn't put any weight on at all.
I gained 2, but I ate like mad last week.
Yeah, I felt like, it was just one of those weird weeks and stuff. Like, we were picking all and full English breakfast and stuff. Sorry, full Scottish breakfasts.
Yeah. I've been on the rowing machine. I already feel I've lost that because my clothes are looser.
Yeah.
Got looser,
so. I got Curly a rowing machine for her birthday because she wanted it.
Really good one.
So, yeah, it's a Concept 2.
And
we splashed out.
It's brilliant.
Because I thought if I spend enough money on a rowing machine, I'll feel too guilty not to use it. If I just spent £100, you know, that can stay in a box. But when you spend a bit,
£100,
of money,
what's the money?
yeah, you know, YouTube money. So, yeah. Right, is that it? Anything else? Oh, and we'll leave you with this. So do you want to just sort of say thank you? Anything else you want to say? And I'll leave them with this bit.
No, leave them with your bit.
Thank
everyone for supporting the Fort William save, for donating, for watching, for whatever you did to support it, and for Loki's channel. Just thank you, and thank you to everyone at Fort William. They were lovely people,
and also
and the BBC.
Thank you for watching The Journeyman. The amount of support we've had off the new Journeyman Europe nuts. Save is beyond anything I could have expected. So thank you.
Yeah, thank
and
you.
I'm gonna leave you with this little video. I'll title it "The Best Thing About Going Away Is This." Yeah, that's good. Isn't it? Yeah, leads in, doesn't it? Play the video, editor. That's me. I'm talking to me in the future.
Okay.
No, too early. You can play the video,
okay,
and then it goes
the
at the end of it.
So we react to the video and we pretend.
Oh.
Bye.
Hello, puppies. Hello.
This is the best thing about coming back. I think they're pleased to see Loki. Hello, babies. Hello, Loki. Oh, hello. Hello, Ollie. Hello, Ollie. Hello, Freya. Hello. Hello, babies. Hey, Loki. Oh, what's Loki got for you? What's Loki got for you? Loki.